Do you know who's the greatest third-party candidate of all time?
Probably Ross Perot.
Ross Perot. You know, Tom, who would you put as the greatest Republican candidate? I'm sorry, the third-party candidate of all time.
In terms of effectiveness in polling and acceptance, I think in my lifetime it's been Ross Perot.
You know who it is? If you think about it, it's Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah, it's
amen.
Abraham Lincoln.
I said the exact same thing, though I just discovered it relatively
Because he's
recently.
the first Republican. There was no Republican. Abraham Lincoln is the greatest third party.
So there was like Democrats and Whigs, right?
Yeah, the Republican Party
Yeah.
was the brand new startup party when Lincoln wins in 1860 with 39.8% of the vote. You know, there were
that?
4 candidates, right? And now you don't think about it because you're like, oh, Republicans is one of the 2 major parties, but they were brand new in 1860. And here's another wrinkle. When he runs for a re-election in 1864, his vice presidential candidate is from the other party. He ran a unity ticket where he's the Republican.
Andrew
Why has nobody done that since then? I feel like there's a yearning for something like that. I feel like if a Republican and a Democrat work together and show that they can get along, the country would be like, dude, that's amazing. I love it.
Well, who did that, Tom? Who is it that Lieberman? Who is it that did that?
John McCain tiptoed around having Joe Lieberman, the Democrat, join him,
correct.
and then he ended up choosing Sarah Palin.
Palin, yeah.
And I talked to someone about that decision who actually got a call from John McCain at the time being like, hey, what do you think if I choose Joe Lieberman? And the political calculation was not there for him. It's like he thought that Sarah Palin was going to help more politically, but it was a real missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm. If you enjoyed this short clip, click over here to watch another short clip. And if you want to watch the entire episode, the entire podcast, click here.